As we stand on the edge of a new year, there's a certain energy in the air. It's like standing on a bridge, looking back at everything you've experienced and accomplished while catching a glimpse of what lies ahead. It's a natural time to reflect, to reset, and to set the stage for a better year to come. But here's the key. Reflection alone isn't enough. Hope isn't a strategy, and wishful thinking won't change the trajectory of your life. You've got to take deliberate action. Now, most people enter a new year with a list of resolutions that often don't survive January. Why is that? Because they focus on the surface rather than the roots. They set goals without building the foundation needed to support them. You can't just paint over old walls and expect the room to look brand new. You got to strip away the old paint, patch up the cracks, and then apply something fresh. In other words, if you want next year to be different, you've got to prepare differently. What you do in the weeks leading up to a new year can have a profound impact on how that year unfolds. It's not about waiting for January 1st to start making changes. It's about creating momentum now. Momentum that carries you forward, not just into the next year, but well beyond it. That's why I believe there are 5 essential things you must do before the new year begins. These aren't just actions, they're principles. They're the groundwork for success, fulfillment, and progress. And they're as practical as they are powerful. You see, the magic isn't in the calendar turning over. The magic is in you. But magic doesn't happen by accident. It happens through intention. It happens when you stop coasting and start choosing deliberately how you want your life to unfold. Before the clock strikes midnight on December 31st, there are steps you can take to ensure that you're not just reacting to life, but creating it. And here's the beauty of it. You don't have to get it perfect. Progress is more important than perfection. The goal is to position yourself so that when the new year begins, you're already ahead of the curve. You're already in motion with a clear sense of direction and a solid foundation beneath you. So as we go through these 5 essential actions, I want you to think about them deeply, not just as concepts, but as commitments. Commitments to yourself, to your growth, and to your future. Because what you do now will determine where you are this time next year. And if you want next year to be extraordinary, it starts with the choices you make today. The first thing you must do before the year ends is to conduct an honest and thorough review of your life. Not a casual glance, not a quick reflection, but a deep, deliberate examination of where you stand. Because here's the truth. You can't move forward effectively if you don't know where you are. Think of it like a map. If you're lost, the first thing you need to do is figure out your current location. Only then can you chart a course to where you want to go. This review isn't about judgment. It's about awareness. It's about taking a step back and asking yourself some tough questions. What worked well for you this year? What didn't? Where did you grow and where did you fall short? How did you spend your time? What habits served you and which ones sabotaged you? The goal here is to identify patterns, both positive and negative, so you can amplify what's working and address what isn't. Start with your finances. Look at your spending, your saving, and your earning. Are you in a better financial position than you were at the start of the year? Did you stick to a budget or did you find yourself overspending? Did you make progress toward financial independence or are you still treading water? This is where a lot of people shy away because numbers can feel intimidating. But avoiding the truth won't change it. Facing it head on is the only way to improve. Next, examine your relationships. Think about the people in your life. Are your relationships stronger, deeper, and more meaningful than they were a year ago? Or have you let them drift? Relationships are the foundation of a fulfilling life, but they require effort. Have you been giving them the time and attention they deserve? Or have you been taking them for granted? And here's a tough one. Are there relationships you need to let go of because they're no longer healthy or aligned with your growth? That's the thing. You can't let these relationships use up all your time and energy. Time is your most precious resource, and how you've spent it this year is worth examining. Look at the activities that filled your days. Were they aligned with your goals, or were they distractions? Did you invest your time in things that moved you closer to your vision? Or did you find yourself caught up in busyness without real progress? Remember, the way you spend your time shapes your results. And don't forget your environment. Your surroundings play a significant role in your success. Think about the spaces where you spend your time, your home, your office, even the people you interact with. Are these environments supportive of your goals, or are they holding you back? A cluttered space leads to a cluttered mind. On the other hand, a space that's clean, organized, and inspiring can give you the energy and focus you need to thrive. Finally, evaluate your sense of purpose. Do you feel like you're on a path that aligns with your values and your vision for your life? Or have you been going through the motions, doing what's expected without a clear sense of direction? Purpose isn't something you stumble upon. It's something you cultivate. Reflect on whether the way you've spent your time and energy this year reflects what truly matters to you. As you go through this process, write everything down. There's something powerful about seeing your thoughts on paper. It forces clarity and creates a record you can refer back to. Don't rush it. Take the time to dig deep and uncover the truths that will guide your next steps. The goal of this review isn't to dwell on the past, but to learn from it. Extract the lessons from your experiences, both the wins and the losses. Every mistake you made, every setback you faced carries a lesson if you're willing to look for it. And every success, no matter how small, holds clues about what you're capable of when you're at your best. Once you've completed your review, take a moment to acknowledge your progress. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small they might seem. Recognize the effort you've put in, even if the results weren't exactly what you hoped for. This isn't about beating yourself up. It's about getting honest so you can move forward with clarity and purpose. This review is the foundation for everything else. Without it, you're guessing. With it, you're building on solid ground. So take the time to do it right, because the clearer you are about where you stand, the more effective you'll be at creating the future you want. The third thing you must do before the year ends is to create a detailed plan for eliminating distractions and obstacles. Success isn't just about what you do, it's also about what you stop doing. It's about clearing the path so you can focus on what truly matters. Think of it like pruning a tree. You remove the unnecessary branches so that the tree can grow stronger, healthier, and more productive. The same principle applies to your life. If you want next year to be your best yet, you need to identify and eliminate the things